Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in my previous video we have already discussed about the preparation of benzene diazonium chloride and the causes of stability of this aromatic diazonium salts over the aliphatic one, right? So now the question is why this benzene diazonium salts are so important. That lies in the fact that it can undergo various types of reactions and it can form a variety of products. Okay, so now one by one we will discuss about the reactions. So at first we will substitute this N2 plus Cl minus group with halogens. So on treating this aromatic diazonium salt solution with a solution of cuprous chloride in hydrochloric acid or a solution of cuprous bromide dissolved in hydrobromic acid, this N2 plus Cl minus or N2 plus X minus group is replaced by chlorine or bromine with the liberation of nitrogen gas. So this reaction is actually known as Sand-Meyer reaction. So cuprous chloride in HCl, we are getting chlorobenzene, right? So this is our chlorobenzene with nitrogen gas, and if we use CuBr, HBr, then we will get bromobenzene with the liberation of nitrogen gas. So this is known as Sand-Meyer reaction. So the incorporation of chlorine or bromine is also possible in another way, but from this benzene diazonium chloride we can incorporate fluorine also, we can incorporate iodine also. How? Actually substitution by fluorine is known as Szyman reaction. So at first we have to treat this benzene diazonium chloride with HBF4, and after that benzene diazonium fluoroborate will be formed, which upon heating will give us fluorobenzene. Okay, so at first we have to treat it with HBF4. So minus HCl, we are getting this one, N2 plus HBF4 minus. This is known as benzene diazonium fluoroborate, which upon heating gives us fluorobenzene along with nitrogen and BF3. Okay. Now next is the replacement of this N2 plus Cl minus by iodine. So how we are going to do that? If we heat this one with Ki, then we can get iodobenzene along with the formation of nitrogen gas and of course KCl. Okay, so you can see that halogen incorporation is possible from this benzene diazonium chloride. Next is replacement of this N2 plus Cl minus by cyano group. So if we treat it with CuCN, KCN, then we will get cyanobenzene, okay, with the formation of nitrogen gas. So this cyanobenzene is very important for the formation of benzoic acid. Suppose you are given aniline and you are told to convert this aniline to benzoic acid. How will you do that? At first you will transform that aniline into benzene diazonium chloride, then you will convert this into cyanobenzene, then after hydrolysis, acidic hydrolysis, you will get COOH group in place of this cyano group. That means from this one H3O plus hydrolysis, you will get benzoic acid. Okay. Next is if you want to substitute it by any aryl group, then what to do? This type of actually substitution may be carried out by addition of some aromatic compound to the alkaline solution of this benzene diazonium salt, or ethanol and copper to the diazonium hydrogen sulfate solution. So this is actually carried out in this way. Suppose you are treating this benzene diazonium salt with nitrobenzene and NaOH solution of this one. So this group will be replaced by this aromatic group. Okay, so along with the formation of nitrogen and sodium chloride and water you are getting. Okay, so in my previous video I have already told you that benzene diazonium chloride is readily soluble in cold water, but when this diazonium salt solution is slowly added to boiling water acidified with dilute sulfuric acid, or when highly acidified diazonium salt solution is heated, that salt is hydrolyzed along with the replacement of this N2 plus Cl minus group by hydroxy group. Okay, so we are getting phenol from this one. So we are treating it with H2O and it is of course acidified, and we are heating the solution, then we will get phenol. That means here this N2 plus Cl minus group is replaced by OH group or hydroxyl group. Okay, actually what happens, actually this is aromatic SN1 reaction. At very high temperature benzene diazonium cation gets stabilized, so it is decomposed quickly to liberate this N2 gas, that means nitrogen gas, and hereby produces phenyl cation, which is very unstable and readily reacts with water to form phenol. Okay, now let us talk about the substitution of this N2 plus Cl minus group by hydrogen atom. So how we will carry out this transformation? Actually, when this benzene diazonium salt is treated with hypophosphorus acid, that means H3PO2 and water at very low temperature, then actually this diazonium salt is reduced and this diazonium group, that means N2 plus Cl minus, is replaced by hydrogen. That means we are getting benzene from benzene diazonium salt. Actually this is known as deamination reaction, because after diazotization reaction of this aromatic primary amine we are getting this benzene diazonium chloride, and after treatment of it with H3PO2, that means hypophosphorus acid, we are getting benzene. That means deamination is occurring over here. Okay, now we will talk about the reduction of this N2 plus Cl minus group. Okay, so when this diazonium salt is reduced by SnCl2 HCl, then this benzene diazonium chloride is converted into phenyl hydrazine hydrochloride. Okay, NH2 HCl. That means in the form of salt we are getting this one, but if we will reduce this one with zinc and concentrated HCl, then at first we will get phenyl hydrazine, and followed by further reduction we will get aniline. With the liberation of ammonia. Okay, apart from this one, this benzene diazonium salts can undergo another type of reaction which is known as coupling reactions. Actually these salts can readily combine with phenols, naphthols and aromatic amines to form very bright colored azo dyes. Okay, and In these compounds, two aromatic rings are linked together by diazo groups. These reactions are known as coupling reactions. For example, when a cold solution of benzene diazonium chloride is added to cold alkaline solution of phenol, then coupling reaction occurs and very bright orange azo dye we are getting. So let us have a look on its mechanism. So as we have taken alkaline solution of phenol, so we are getting phenoxide ion. Okay, so we have taken NaOH, that's why we are getting sodium phenate. And this coupling reaction is an electrophilic substitution reaction where this diazonium cation acts as an electrophile. Okay, so what will happen now? Now this will shift over here, and from this para position it will attack on this nitrogen atom, and as a result this bond will shift and this charge will be neutralized. And next what we are getting here, the aromatic ring is like this, N double bond N, and here we are having structure like this. Okay, so now what will happen, aromaticity will be regained. Okay, so the electron pair will be on this oxygen atom, minus H plus from here and plus H plus on this oxygen atom, and as a result we are getting this one. Regeneration of aromaticity. Okay, so alkali is present in medium and we have taken NaOH, so we are getting O negative Na plus. That means we are getting para hydroxy azobenzene. As salt, sodium salt. Okay, sodium salt. So this is the mechanism for the formation of this azo dye. So this is brilliant orange in color. If we take beta naphthol, alkaline beta naphthol in place of alkaline phenol, or if we take amines, then also coupling reactions can occur and corresponding azo dyes we are going to get. So this is all about the reactions of benzene diazonium salts. I hope now the idea is clear to you all, and if you have any problem regarding this topic, you can ask me in the comment section below. And if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notification of my new videos on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.